Yes, welcome once again to another Worthless Mutts. We have a lot in store for this week regarding the Worthless Mutts, known as the dog, as well as dog culture, the media, and the dog industry, which supports, promotes, and hides information regarding these dogs. So basically, first of all, I'm going to do a little bit of house cleaning and kind of explain what this channel is about, and then we're going to dive deep into a lot of dog issues. So first and foremost, this is the Worthless Mutts. I have a tendency to say I am the Worthless Mutts, but nevertheless, I just like this term Worthless Mutts. It came from I Hate Dogs, so I kind of liked it, so I roll with it, so I just wanted to use it because it was a catchy phrase. So I'm going to be rolling with it. So I'm on the middle of calling it Worthless Mutts Report or Worthless Mutts News. Again, I don't want to be too cliche. I just want to be just simple and just creative at the same time. I know I've done videos in the past already, and I felt like last week those two videos regarding the Pitbull, in my opinion, was done very, very well, and I'm slowly improving my mic skills and how I should present topics or themes regarding these Worthless Mutts and the dog culture. So basically, this is a soft reboot, and I have trouble picking a title for these videos because sometimes I pick a theme such as dog attacks or Pitbulls, or this week I really wanted to look at like dogs, like self-control, but every time I search for something, either something else finds me or I find it, where I just have to shine the light on it. And shine the light is just another word to bring awareness. I want people to be aware, especially dog nutters, to be aware of their behaviors, aware of the dog's behaviors, aware of what the dog can and cannot do. Because a lot of things in the media and the dog industry are not going to tell you. Even on social media, people worship and glorify the dog, and there's a lot of disgusting things out there, but it needs to be a light, a special light needs to be shined on it, where it's not about getting likes or being loved and appreciated or making people laugh. It is about bringing awareness of what's happening in this dog culture, not just with dog owners, but as well with people who don't even own dogs, who've had experiences with dogs, either being attacked or being annoyed or bothered or vandalism. The list goes on. And if you look at it, each and every person's bad experience usually comes from the dog. Whether or not you're a dog lover or not, some experience, some odd, awful experience usually happens, and it involves the dog. I know in previous video I've called these dog lovers and owners dog nutters, but I'm gonna try my best not to use that term, not to use pit nutter anymore. I'm frustrated. I've always been frustrated since the 90s. I've hated dogs and how the dog owner treated me and treated the environment. And I wanted revenge. I'm angry. I'm angry of what I see in the news every day and on social media. I'm angry and I am upset. And just like a dog is supposed to, control their own actions, be responsible for their own selves, I think I have a responsibility to be in charge of my own actions. Because whenever a dog attacks, it is always the dog's fault. When a dog barks, it is always the dog's fault. So whatever I say, I have to be held responsibility. Just like these dog owners hold the dog responsibility for their actions and their words or they're barking. So my goal, I'm going to try my best not to use the word dog nutter or pit nutter. I'm going to try not to be such a prick or to get into name calling. But if I see a dog lover doing something stupid, I'm going to call them stupid. I just have to. But however, the term dog nutter, pit nutter, I'm going to try not to use that. Because I would like to grow this channel or this show or this thing where I could have intellectual discussions with dog lovers. Not debates, not arguments, not that I'm right or you're right. I would like to have a discussion where I speak my side and what I see and they can speak their side so we can have a conversation back and forth. And it's not going to be about persuading you into hating dogs or you persuading me into liking dogs. It's not about that. It's about having a conversation and maybe coming to an understanding of both sides. Maybe I'll change my position. I'm open for change. I'm open to learn. I hope some or few, maybe there's one dog lover out there that is willing to change or for me to change or whatever that may be. So that is that for the house cleaning. Second thing is, I'll do that last. And lastly, before I begin the actual show, I can't call dogs animals. I know sometimes I kind of have to use the term animals on dogs. I have to kind of use the term rodents, the term creatures on dogs. But for me, I feel it's very offensive to use the term animals or rodents or rats to describe a dog or to be as a comparison, because I think dogs are in a total different league. Dogs are unique in a sense that they're just unnatural creatures that roam this land that serve no purpose whatsoever. So I can't put a dog in the same category as birds, as bears, as other mammals, other fish. Because every other animal in the sea, in the air, on the ground, they serve a purpose for something or for another animal, for the land. And I cannot put a dog in the same category as those animals. So again, I'm going to do my best not to refer dogs as an animal, but instead, to me, a dog is an abomination. So I'm going to begin the show. This is basically episode 1, so kind of a reboot. What I had in store was to just discuss like dogs and self-control. Like, I wanted to know more about dogs and self-control, and I found a couple of things along the way, during the week since Friday. A lot more things came up which I just had to share. So I may call this video Dogs and Self-Control or Dogs and something. I don't know yet. Usually at the end that's when I make up a title to label this show. So the first thing up is your dog may not like you as much as you think it does. And the more I go, I could say I'm still fresh. I'm still a rookie in this, what I Hate Dog calls it, a crusade against these worthless men. I'm still a rookie. I'm still kind of new, but, I'm new in a sense of these discussion boards and really talking about it, really being vocal about it. Again, I've always hated dogs, but I was never vocal about it either in real life or on social media. And as I'm getting into it, new things keep coming to my head each and every day. And one thing that came up to me was, what if, and I think I said this before in another video, but what if the dog that you abduct or take from wherever just doesn't like you? Like, what if your house, your environment, your vibe, your personality just isn't a good fit for the dog, and the dog just doesn't like it? As people, we all have annoying tics that we do that annoy other people. We have those things. We have habits. But what if your dog finds your voice annoying? What if the dog finds you stomp your feet too much in the house and it annoys the dog? Like, how would you know? You wouldn't know that. And when the dog acts out, you think it's because of you as an owner, because you're not training it properly. And then you gotta research things on how to make your dog listen. Is it my fault? Now you gotta go get a trainer to train it. But what if the dog just doesn't like you? Dog may like the food, but he may not like you or the environment you live in. How would you know? Dogs don't speak English, and you can't really understand a dog because there is no understanding. We assume some behaviors are a way of dogs of communicating with us, but we don't really know that. We don't know. They say wagging your tail means the dog is happy, but how about the times when dogs wag their tail as they're attacking someone? Does that mean they're happy for attacking someone? We don't know. We don't exactly know what a dog is thinking or what the dog wants to say. So how do you know your dog doesn't really like you? This article, it only does a couple paragraphs because you have to subscribe to it, but I'm not. But in the second paragraph, it says, as caregivers, we need to develop better bonds with our dogs, not only for our own well-being and the dog's well-being, but also for nature. One thing, a dog isn't necessary. You don't need a dog. You need water, you need air, you need food. A dog isn't necessary for anyone to live. Not even for other animals in the world. They don't need dogs to live. You as human, you don't need dog, but this person says you need to develop better bond with a dog. Why do you need that? You don't. Then it says your own well-being and dogs' well-being, but also for nature. Again, dogs are toxic for nature. Dogs will vandalize and destroy nature either by crapping, either by destroying. Dogs are toxic. So again, these dog lovers, they like to put words, they like to manipulate people into thinking that you need a dog and you gotta build trust and build all this development with your dog when it's not necessary at all. You don't need a dog. You don't. And that going by saying, let's say you are one of the best trainers ever. But what if the dog just doesn't like you? The dog, then you train it and you condition it, but then the dog kind of gives up. Your dog doesn't want to leave because he knows if he leaves, he may not get any food because you're a food dispenser. But then the dog has to pretend to like you. Just pretend, just in order to get a treat, to get one of those doggy treats. But you'll never really know if a dog likes you or not. You don't know. But let's say the dog is all friendly, but how do you really know, again, that this dog likes you? Again, you don't know. You assume because you're under this spell, this dog spell, and thinking the dog likes you because some dog obsessed trainer says so, or because the dog industry says so. It's bullshit. You're not a dog, you're a human, and you'll never know what a dog is thinking or what a dog wants to say. This is another article regarding how to know if your dog doesn't like you. So 9 signs your dog doesn't like you, even if you think they do. So again, because of dog culture and how they promote it, they make it seem like it's forbidden for a dog to not like you. They make it seem like if a dog doesn't like you, you as a trainer is doing something wrong. But what if the dog doesn't just... What if it's not even about you, but it's about the environment? What if your house smells bad? What if your house isn't big enough? What if the house is scary for the dog? How would you know that? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. But then you'd blame yourself. You'd blame yourself and you'd keep the dog hostage in your house, and you would force the dog to like you. And the dog doesn't have to like you, and you do not need to like a dog. Alright, so these are some of the 9 reasons, 9 signs of your dog that your dog may not like you. If a dog doesn't trust you, they may track your movements. But they do this, again, they even do this with children as well, or with things they want to attack, where they stalk people, then they attack. But nevertheless, this is another reason. If the dog doesn't trust you, they may track your movements. That means take a notice if the dog seems to be watching your every move. But sometimes this could be about food as well. Remember, dogs love food. Maybe they're just watching you just in case you're going to give them food. Maybe they just don't like you, but they just want the food. Maybe this is just a one-way relationship where the dog's like, okay, you're going to give me food, and all I have to do is watch you? Why wouldn't a dog just stay put and just shut up? Dogs that are worried about a person may stare at them or visually track their movement from a distance. Even those Pitbulls do that. When they see someone walking from 3 blocks down, they would watch them and bark at them. When you're 3 blocks away, 2 blocks away across the street, So again, these dog lovers love to interpret. They like to pick and choose what meanings for a dog. They pick and choose. Again, they don't know anything about these dogs. It's not a good sign if your dog is not making eye contact with you. So it went by stalking you to now not making eye contact. See, they like to pick and choose. If a dog is afraid of you, they might cower or hide. So again, a few videos that I've seen where the dog knows it did something wrong. The dog deliberately did something wrong, such as peeing, vandalizing, ripping, biting. Then the dog will hide. The owner will find the dog, and the dog will have this innocent, sad face on. So again, you're picking and choosing. Maybe the dog did something rude, something bad, something despicable, like they always do. And they're hiding because dogs are manipulative, deceptive, I don't want to say pests, but creatures, man. They have, again, we don't know what a dog is trying to say or wants. If a dog leaves a room whenever you enter, they could purposely try to keep their distance. So, according to this dog professional, if a dog leaves the room whenever you enter, they want to keep your distance. That's kind of funny. And that's a huge sign. So again, if your dog does this, and if these signs are legit and your dog does this, give the dog away at least. Come on, respect the dog. If you are truly a dog lover, and a dog lover, leaves when you enter a room, and does the other things as well, do yourself a favor. Not yourself, the dog a favor. If you're a true dog lover, you would get rid of this dog and let this mutt find another owner that will give it food and make out with them. If a dog refuses to accept treats from you, they may not like you very much. So again, dogs love food. That's all they care about is food, crapping, and doing absolutely nothing. And imagine this, a dog will refuse food if the dog doesn't like you. That's a huge sign. Because dogs rarely to never refuse food. And if the dog decides to refuse food from you, your dog may not like you. The dog's fur is standing up. They may be afraid or feel threatened by you. They should, because dogs should know their role. A dog isn't a pet. A dog isn't a family member. A dog isn't a friend. A dog is a worthless mutt. That's what a dog is. Dogs hold no purpose. And if you give a dog an inch, they're going to take a mile. If you like this person says, if you are maybe a great trainer and you've established, I guess, dominance, other dog lovers will see this as dog abuse. But if you're not taking assertive against this worthless mutt, people will see you as a lousy trainer. But then if you're dominant, the dog will then think, the dog will be afraid of you. The dog will feel threatened by you. So it's you can't win. You can't win in this dog culture. If a dog seems nervous around you, that's not a great sign either. How do you know a dog is nervous? How would you know a dog is nervous? How would you know? Dogs can't talk. They can't write. They can't really communicate with humans. With human body language, we know how to read a human. Either they're blushing, they're turning red, they're fidgeting. We could tell that they're nervous. But how do you know a dog is nervous? How would you know? You just don't know. Because again, we have these dog professionals who think they know everything about these dogs just in order to keep the culture going. But at the end of the day, they know nothing. They know nothing about this dog. You know nothing about any animal. People think they do just in order to make money and get likes and make people feel good about their dog. But in the end, you don't know if a dog doesn't like you or likes you. And if a dog does like you, doesn't like you, how would you know? How would you know? Next, again, I know I touched base on Pitbulls last week, but there's something that I would like to touch base on again. And the title of this article is a Pitbull a breed? And I know people will say it's not a breed. This is a Pitbull, that's a Pitbull. But if it looks like a Pitbull, then it's a Pitbull. Pitbull, then it's a Pitbull. If it's not a Pitbull, it's still a dog and it's still a worthless mutt. Nevertheless, it's still dangerous. The Pitbull name, the term Pitbull, originated in the British Isles in the early 1800s when the barbaric sport of bull baiting arose. So, Pitbulls were basically used to annoy bulls. So it went from annoying bulls to being nanny dogs to, annoying children. That's basically how it went. And again, bull baiting, this proves that these dogs are meant to be annoying nuisance, not just to people, but to many animals. Then you're going to say it's how you train it. That's all bullshit. At the end of the day, these dogs are annoying, they're aggressive, and they're dangerous. And the article goes on and tries to like deny and cover up what a pit bull is. What's this dog? And and they try to make the dog seem good and kind of ignore all the deaths this dog has caused. And the whole story about this pit bull culture. So that's something I really wanted to share with you, because I always want to know, why is this dog called a pit bull? And apparently they were used for bull baiting, which explains why they got the name Pitbull. Alright, so again, I wanted to touch base on dogs and self-control and impulses, etc., etc. I found a few things, long reads of other articles, but I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm not going to go through all the videos. So it says, impulse control, the 6 keys to teaching dogs calm and polite behavior. So again, like I've said before, I'm going to say it again. A dog's natural way of being, of living, is to be an annoying, reckless, worthless mutt. You can't go to a pet store, wherever, and get a dog, and the dog's just gonna listen and be noble, or be genuine, or be smart. You gotta train the stupid out of a dog in order for it to be at least half decent. You have to train dogs. You have to give them food. Just like this picture of this little girl up close giving the dog food in order for the dog to listen. I bet she's told the dog to sit, and the dog didn't sit. So this girl gave the dog a treat. And she said it again, sit. The dog sat, and this person gave this dog more food. So again, dogs are about conditioning, brainwashing, manipulating, just so they could be half decent. Because even dog lovers know that dogs are reckless, dangerous, aggressive breeds, which is why they have to spend days, weeks, months training a dog not to do the things they do. Because the things dogs do are stupid. And if you don't say anything, a dog is just gonna be stupid. So that's why you have to train the stupid out of a dog. So, a few things that are listed regarding how to control the impulse of a worthless mutt. Basically, how to take away the dog's natural well-being, a state of being. Again, they don't want dogs to be reckless. Neither do I. And they know, deep down they know, dogs behave stupidly. And you can't have a dog behaving stupidly because it will cause a lot of trouble. They're going to break stuff, they're going to rip stuff, they're going to go through your room, rip your bed stuff. They're going to do that. And even the dog lover knows even the dog lover knows a dog's natural state of being is unacceptable. So one thing they say is identify what is that the dog wants. Dogs want food. That's all they want. All dogs want is food. You give them food, then what do they do? Like, what do dogs do after eating? Like, what do dogs do? What do dogs want? It's just food and maybe to annoy people. They do absolutely nothing. Whatever the dog does immediately before getting what he or she wants will be rewarded and therefore repeated. So again, dogs are manipulative. They're deceitful. They're cunning. And they will play games. Dogs will play these games with you. they're dogs are stupid, but they're clever enough to fool the dog lovers. If that dog knows it can get away with stuff and still be giving food, it will do it. If the dog realizes he can't do it and he will get food, he won't do it. So again, it all comes back down to food. It's not about love. It's not about the dog respecting you as an owner. It's not about this alpha crap or this dominance crap. It's about manipulation and food. It's about the dog tricking you and using you as a food dispenser. And while you think the dog respects you and loves you because the dog is licking your face, all the dog cares about is food. Because if anyone walks in the door and gave the dog food, that dog would listen to them. A child, even though it was a robot, another animal, the dog would listen. All because the dog got food. Not a toy, not a clean bed, not a bath, not a video game, because of food. Then it says practice, patience, frustration, irritation will only contribute to the dog's ability that make it harder for it to calm down. So if the dog is being a pain in the ass, you can't get frustrated over a dog. You can't show it, because if you show it, then that's gonna trouble the dog, and we always have to put the dog's feelings as priority, even though the dog doesn't give a shit about you. For it says, pick the behavior that you want to reward and wait for it. So here we go. Now we gotta waste time on this dog to not be stupid. Gotta go to work, gotta go to school, gotta do chores, but first we gotta wait for the dog. You're in the middle of something, middle of painting, fixing something, but no, you gotta wait for the dog. You don't even need a dog. This is just dogs are just a waste of time. It also says be consistent and look for opportunities to teach the dog to teach. Remember, you have to teach the dog calm and controlled behaviors. So again, dogs' natural state is about being impulsive. Dogs lack self-control. In order to calm that impulse down, you have to train the stupid out of a dog. You have to train the natural state out of a dog, because even the dog lovers know a dog's natural state of being is unacceptable. So that's something me as an anti-dog lover and these dog lovers can agree on, that a dog's natural state of being is reckless and it is unacceptable. That is why we have to train our dogs. That's why we have to have a leash on them and chain them up, put them in cages, and be patient, can be consistent, use food, because dogs are stupid, yet they're clever enough to manipulate silly and ignorant dog lovers. Remember this picture, and remember how dog professionals say don't go too close to a dog's face, but yet I guess their parents think this is okay, or the other dog experts of this think this is acceptable. But when this dog decides to bite her, we're going to blame the child We're blaming the parents, the owner, and whoever. But after that's said and done, once another child does it, we all go, "Oh, it's so cute." But as soon as the dog bites, all of a sudden it becomes blame the child, blame the owner. So again, stop picking and choosing. You don't know how a dog thinks. You don't know you don't know anything regarding a dog. You don't know nothing. Next is, so I was looking for videos. I was looking for videos on dogs and self-control. I didn't really watch any of these, but I from face value, I already know what to expect. Most of these videos are just about getting likes and people to kiss your ass because of a dog, and dogs doing stupid things like this, and you're gonna laugh at it. Everyone's gonna comment and say the dog's so cute even though it did something that's very disgusting. Then there's some that are maybe more serious about it. So again, they only prove to me once again that you have to train the stupid out of a dog. They know the natural state of a dog's being is to be impulsive, lack self-control, and to just eat and bite things. They know that. And this is why they have dog trainers teaching us how to control our worthless mutts. Because again, they know dogs are reckless, and dogs need human interference for order for them to strive in this world. Because without the human, dogs are nothing. Without the human, dogs are strays, dogs have rabies, dogs are biting everyone on the street. But the human, the dog lover, comes around and has to waste time training a dog not to be what they were designed for. And what they're designed for is to be reckless. So basically, dogs aren't designed for anything. Dogs are, dogs are nothing, basically. Dogs are useless. Dogs are worthless. Okay. Come back to this after. Alright. Here is a video I found on YouTube. So in this video, you're going to see the cunning, the acting of a dog. You're going to see what the dog does after it attacks a dog, and then when the owner, whoever comes in, how the dog just plays like nothing happened. And there's no sound, so it's a silent video. So the dog is just roaming around, being stupid. Oh, come on. People will probably say the dog has some issues now, or blaming the place or the owner for this kind of behavior. Then watch, for no reason, nothing's provoking it. No one's talking to it. It just, there's sound, my bad. So for no reason, this dog attacks another dog. Dog had his distance. Dog wasn't doing anything to it. And this worthless mutt decides to attack it. Then you have the other worthless mutts around doing absolutely nothing. They're unable to fend off their friend, their doggy friend. They can't even break up a fight. People want to put these dogs above humans. So this goes on for a few minutes. And then the owner, whoever, comes in, and watch how the dog plays as if nothing happened. See, the dog plays as if nothing happened. See how manipulative and cunning these dogs are? See that? Not the first time. Dogs do something. Then when their owner or their master or their dog lover comes in, they act like nothing happened. Again, these dogs don't care who they harm. Even if it's another dog, imagine a child, another person. These dogs don't care who they harm. Alright, there's a few videos I wanted to show that I thought was very... yeah, this one and... yeah, so I found it. So a few videos that I want to help share with you. So, so this is from... hope I don't get a copy strike for this. Come on. So, just watch and see for yourself.
Okay, I hate dogs.
What? Crazy!
Out of your mind?
Told you.
See?
They are needy, they are jumpy, and you can't tell what they are thinking, and that scares me a little bit.
So, there it is. So, for those of you who have told someone you hated dogs, you probably can relate to this. Where you say you hate dogs and they just react like...
What? Crazy!
Out of your mind?
like crazy. You can hate anything else. You can hate cats, spiders, goats, chicken, other people. But if you ever dare hate a nasty, worthless mutt, they'll call you crazy. They'll look at you as crazy. So, you have it. Next thing I want to show. So, not gonna play all of it. So if you wanna, listen to what this person has to say regarding dogs, she explains why she hates dogs. And again, usually people hate dogs because of an experience they had as a child. So this person, long story short, was attacked by a dog, bitten by a dog, and since then she's hated dogs ever since, which is understandable. I think everyone should be afraid of dogs in order to wake up and be set free from this dog culture that we live in. So if you want to watch this video, you can type in "why I hate dogs." This is the user Gia Tabasco. So she explains again why she hates dogs. This video.
We needed to work out exactly.
All right, so this dog lover.
Count one bag, do the math.
So again, they're using food. It's not the video I wanted to see. Okay, that's not the video.
Go, Max, go.
So again, actually, I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. Wasn't the video I wanted to see, so hang on with me. So it's not exactly the video I was looking for, but it might be interesting. Might have some things that needs to be where the light needs to be shined on.
Still go to the SPCA.
So come on. So we have this dog lover.
Oh my God, no! Oh.
Pouring out dog food all in his house. Just to get millions of views, thousands of likes.
There are 1 million dog biscuits
So
in front of me
this
right now. You there
dog
watching.
lunatic.
This is you. Every single one of these biscuits is a subscriber. This one goes out to Jeff.
So he's comparing this nasty dog food
John.
to his
hang on.
to his followers. I would hate that. That would be disgusting. To for someone to put you down and to compare you to a dog cookie is dehumanizing.
Three.
Because this dog's gonna eat it. If that dog eats it, it eats
Rex,
you.
Go.
So there you have it. This guy pours thousands of nasty dog food in his house just for his ugly ass mutt to eat it, and just to play, it sounds like lover jazz music to get 10 million views, thousands of likes, all because of a dog. All to show off his ugly, worthless mutt. So again, here's another dog lover that needs to change his ways, because he's only doing this for likes, for people to like him and whatnot. I don't even know who the person is. Maybe this is the only dog video, but definitely this guy uses his dogs just to get likes. So again, he must be an insecure person inside. I can't find the. I thought where is that video?
That's why I hate dogs.
Alright, so this. Come on. So he was running slow. Bear with me.
When I always say around my dad, I hate dogs so much. He's like, you don't hate dogs. You don't hate them. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I hate dogs as much as I can. And then he's like, you love dogs. And then I'm like, no, what? Okay. Why I'm a dog hater is because they attack cats. And next of all, they comment if you're a dog hater like me. Comment if you're a dog hater, okay? Comment if you're a dog hater. Okay, anyways, let's get started. Why I hate dogs. They attack cats, hurt them really badly, and I get really sad when I see a dog attacking a cat. I did cry one time when I saw a dog attacking a cat. I was about to jump out of my car and help that little thing, but I couldn't because we were going speeding and stuff. And we were on the highway, so I couldn't get out to save it. Got super sad. I cried. It was a big mistake. But then, guess what we did? We went by the attacking because my mom and dad didn't see it. Then we saved it, but we finally got its owner, so we gave it to him. We didn't find its owner in a couple days, and we put out a little sign. But that was like 3 years ago. And anyways, so I also hate dogs because they basically ruin your whole life. They poop in your house, and my dad gets really mad at dogs when they poop in the house. Our whole family kind of gets our whole entire family kind of gets this much of hating dogs. But me, I hate dogs big percent. Because dogs, first of all, dogs poop in your house all the time. They poop in your house. Seriously, my dog poops in the house whenever we go on a quick vacation, and then we come back from the hotel, and then boom, our dog poops. Sometimes we don't even have vacations and they just poop in our house. It's really stupid. And
so
dogs always, when you just...
Yeah, so there you have it, coming from a child explaining why they hate dogs, and she even told her dad she hates dogs, and her dad, who's probably a dog lover, probably is a dog lover, denied it for her. Dog lovers are desperate for people to love their dogs, and it came from her mouth. Next video that I found more so the title. I think the title is very, very disrespectful towards humans. Very disrespectful. And it says, 100 of dogs eating food with discipline. Lesson for humans. Okay, I've been to a lot of parties, feasts, banquets, and quite honestly, I have never seen someone eat like a slob or without any manner. I've never seen it. I have never seen it. But I think it's disrespectful to say lesson for humans. So this guy again is dehumanizing man, belittling man, and using dogs as an example for us how to behave. And to me, this is a person that hates dogs. This is a person that has to hate dogs. How can you put a title, Lesson for Humans, and watching nasty, ugly dogs eating just because they, for once, they're behaving? And I guarantee you, these dogs were trained with food and how to behave. There is no way in hell they got these dogs from who knows where and they were listening 100%. That's not happening. They had to train and condition these dogs. And then they're going to say lesson for humans. What? Really? I want to know when has this guy ever seen people eat, I guess, in a slob manner? Because I've never really seen it, to be honest. I've never seen it.
Ah oui, il y a un bout de bouffe là.
You see how eager they are? And this is a lesson for humans. Look, this is a lesson for humans. Them barking and they're getting fidgety. You know they lack self-control. They're fighting it. But this is a lesson for humans. When do people bark and yap for food like this? And wag their ass like this for food? But this is a lesson for humans. Just look at them. This is a lesson for humans? Look how close they keep getting closer and closer and closer. Man, this place must stink. Look at them. They're eager. And they're moving closer and closer. Because when you're at a banquet hall and you gotta wait up for your big line, I don't see people all moving closer and closer to the food table. But yet, this nutter, this dog lover wants to put in the title, this is how humans should behave. Maybe they do have a little bit of self-control, but overall, they're barking, probably stink, they're moving closer and closer, they're annoying, they look ugly. How could this be a lesson for humans? How? Why do they have to make humans look so bad by using a dog as an example? Why? Okay, and if you hate people this much, stop using their roads, stop using their cars, their technology, stop. If you hate people this much, stop it. Just live with dogs on an island and you know, just do that. Because if you hate people so much, leave. Get out. Go find an island and go live with dogs. There you have it. More dog lovers that want to dehumanize and compare and to use dogs as an example for us to be like. Joking, and whether they're joking or not or is being sarcastic is irrelevant. Because we know this happens. Dog lovers will think people are bad and dogs are great, so us as people should follow what dogs do. Let dogs lead the example. Dogs can't even hunt though. Dogs can't hunt for shit, so dogs can't even survive in the wild. Dogs can't do anything, yet we have to look up to the dog. Again, I'm not gonna call anyone a dog nutter. But dog lovers, you have a mental illness. You're sick, you hate people, and this dog culture is not helping you whatsoever. So this is again a little article about how to teach your dog emotional self-control, and look how ugly this thing is. How can anyone look at this coming running towards you, and you with a straight face saying this is a cute dog? Even this is ugly. It's hideous. It looks like a monster. You know, this is hideous. They call this cute. This is hideous. They're making these. Dog lovers are making these, and people are going out to buy these ugly things to put into their house. So now they want you basically to basically know your dog. You know, you gotta know your dog, the benefits of your dog, understand your stupid dog. You gotta play games, you know, wait for food, do all this stuff, and you know, it's just telling you things that are just a waste of time, to be honest. And I'm not gonna go through all of it. You know, they want you to turn your whole life around. Once again, turn your life around to teach this dog how to not behave in their natural state of being. You gotta, and again, they're the ones that, you know, not all of them, but some of them say that dogs are better than people, but yet you're a person teaching how a dog to behave properly. You, the person, are teaching a dog how to behave properly. Then you're going to tell other people that you should use the dog as an example how to behave because dogs are better than people. Well, you, the person, are the one teaching the dog how to behave. Does that make any sense? So again, you got to go through a lot of things with these worthless mutts. You gotta settle for cues, wait at the door, gotta do these door things now. So you can't just walk out the door like a normal person. You gotta wait at the door for the dog. You gotta sometimes ignore things when the dog does things. If the dog is being annoying, you gotta let it go, ignore it. You gotta, you gotta teach the dog how to be patient now. So you know you have stuff to do, but you gotta wait for the dog to be patient. So all this is just nonsense and this ugly thing, man. All right. So possessive aggression. Resource guarding in dogs, also called possessive aggression, can be quite alarming and scary for a dog owner to experience. You go to grab a chew that your dog has whittled down in a tiny piece so they don't swallow it, but you're confronted with teeth-baring growling or even lunging and biting. Perhaps you go to sit down next to your dog on the couch, you get a hard stare and a low growl. This can and should send a chill down your spine. So again, dogs don't love you. You don't understand what a dog wants. You can't understand what a dog wants to communicate. We have a lot of sick dog lovers out there telling and spewing a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit out there about a dog and thinking they love you. And you have to, bend over for the dog. You got to make out with the dog in order for the dog to respect you and all this crap. At the end of the day, it's so simple. The dog doesn't love you. It loves food. And the dog knows that the dog has been conditioned to be a slave just so it can obey you. Just so you as a person can feel happy enslaving and capturing a dog for absolutely nothing. Because you get a dog, but for nothing. And you reward the dog, you feed the dog countless food, you love the dog, you make out with the dog, you give it food, and you know the dog knows you, you think the dog loves you, and you decide to go and take out a food or an item out of their dish, whatever it is, and the dog decides to bite you and growl you. Is this really love? Is this really respect? You've been feeding this thing for over many years, but yet it acts like this. It displays possessive aggression. This isn't love. Again, you can train the dog all you want. Train all the stupid out of the dog. But still, that natural state of being in that dog will always remain. You're not a family member to the dog. You're not a mother. You're not a father. You're not a sibling. You are a food dispenser. You're not a food taker. You're a food dispenser. You have no right to take the dog's food whatsoever. Because if you do, you're going to get bitten. Whether or not you've trained and loved the dog. This is the natural state of the dog. Showing aggression, because at the end of the day, you as an owner, you really don't matter that much to an extent. You don't matter as in, like, you're not a friend. The dog doesn't see you as a friend. You're just a food dispenser. Alright, I'm going to do this for a few minutes, and then maybe next week I will continue, or later on today, I'll continue with a part 2. I'm going to do a few more. I'm sorry, internet has been slow lately. So, this is another video demonstrating possessive aggression. I'm going to guess and give the benefit of the doubt that this trainer, this person, is a fabulous and intelligent dog trainer who respects the dogs and the dogs respect her or him or whoever it is. And watch how the dogs react. Or the dog. Come on.
Aw, you can do it, but you have to give it back. You have to give it back. Give me the egg. Drop it. Aww. Oh my god. Stop!
See?
Likey.
Aw, you can do it, but you have
See?
to give it back. You have to give it back. Give me the
See?
egg. Drop it. Aww. Oh my god. Stop!
Clear example of possessive aggression. A nice owner just trying to try something out with her mutt. You know, and the mutt takes the item, whatever it is, and now the owner wants it back, and this dog responds with growling, which growling is probably not a good sign coming from a dog. And this is what people call family. This is what people call better than people. Possessive aggression. You can treat your dog with love, respect. It's going to do this. Watch it one more time.
Give me the egg. Drop it. Aww. Oh my god. Stop!
Again, these dogs. She was scared. She was scared of that dog. Alright, this is just a picture Yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting. This ugly thing looks like a turkey, so just wanted to share that with you. Looks like a turkey. Just want to share this ugly picture that many people will call this thing cute and beautiful, but look how ugly and atrocious this thing looks like. It looks like a turkey. It looks worse than a turkey. And this is what people call cute. And it's in it's like the kitchen sink. This thing is bathing in the kitchen sink. It looks real. It looks real. It might be a little bit edited, but for the sake of argument, some of these dog lovers probably bathe their dog in the kitchen sink. So if you have friends that are dog lovers and you're about to go over for dinner, don't. Because that dog was probably in the kitchen sink with the same place that you are going to be eating from. Something to think about. I'm going to do one more. Yeah, so I think all dogs are ugly. They look ugly. The golden retriever looks creepy. Pitbulls look atrocious. Pugs are atrocious. Bulldogs are atrocious. I don't know all their names, but many of them are atrocious. And you look in the wild, and none of these animals you can say look ugly like a dog. Their faces aren't coming off. Their faces look good. Their designs are great. They all have a purpose. You know, some are colorful. Some are even dark, but they're still good. Some are colorful. Some may have one single color, and they actually have a dog in this as well. They just have to force a dog in there. You gotta force a dog in this amongst all these other beautiful creations. Remember, if there is a God, if there is a God, God would have created something as ugly as a dog. You look at all the other animals, and they're beautiful. Stripes, polka dots, they're so beautiful. But on a dog just looks ugly. It looks like, even if a dog has polka dots, I look at it as a waste of colors, a waste of good patterns. So a dog doesn't deserve that. Dog makes it look ugly, but on these animals, these animals look so beautiful. Even in these goofy pictures, animals look good. But a dog is just ugly. How could anyone look at a pug or a pit bull with a straight face and say, this dog is beautiful? You're lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. You know damn well the dog is ugly. You know damn well it's ugly. You just feel bad for it. That's why you got the ugly dog. Or maybe because you as a person are ugly. And you think because you bring in this ugly dog, it makes you feel a lot better about yourself. Again, if there is a God or gods or goddesses or deities or entities or aliens or whoever made these things, these are beautiful creatures. Dogs aren't natural animals, which is why they look so damn ugly. Alright, last thing, and I'm going to close for today. I may do a part 2 later on today. And it says, entitled woman expects neighbors to stay inside so her untrained dog can run freely. So here we have the entitled dog lover who thinks their dog is priority, over the civilians, over the neighborhood. They know their dog is dangerous. They know the dog is filthy. So they demand that everyone in the neighborhood stay inside so their dog can wreak havoc, so they can avoid, having the dog get put down, because you know the dog's going to attack someone or something. It says, I, a 35 female, just moved with my husband, 43 male. I don't know why she had to put the age. Like, what? Just being extra. And our dog, who is a Pitbull mix, who has never had an actual yard to play in. We got him when we still lived in an apartment, and needless to say, he's having the time of his life out there. How do you know? How do you know? A dog could just be sitting there, smelling crap, eating his shit, and this person is saying his dog is having the time of its life. Do dogs even really have a life? The problem is that we have neighbors, a husband, wife with 4 kids, all of whom are quite young, and their dog barks innocently whenever they're in the yard at the same time. So the children's in the yard, and this dog has to bark at them. And now this dog lover wants their children to stay inside so their dog can stay outside and stop barking. I talked to my husband and decided to ask the parents if they could prevent the children from going. This person is unreal. She literally talked to the husband and decided to ask the parents if they could prevent their children from going outside at certain times that during the dog was out there. But the wife told me that it was ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And that I shouldn't expect them to keep their kids inside just because of our dog isn't trained. Now this dog lover is pissed. That set me off, and I snapped at him and told him that was uncalled for and that he had to compromise a little bit. This can't be real. This can't be real, man. This dog lover went up to someone so they can keep their kids inside so their dog can stay outside. And when they said no, this dog lover felt entitled and got angry. This can't be real. But the husband stepped in and said that he understands the predicament, but that his wife is right and that I shouldn't expect them to bend over backward just because our dog isn't trained. And then they shut the door. I want to say that I'm not the asshole, but I'm feeling conflicted, am I? You are worser than an asshole. You're an abomination, just like your dog is. If this is real, if this is coming from a real person, they had the audacity to go to the neighbor and say, stay inside your house, just so their dog can stay outside. This is the world we're living in, with these type of people roaming around on this earth. In our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our cities, in our towns, wherever. And just because they have a dog, they're automatically entitled. And they have a dog that they can't train. They can't train the stupid out of it. And this dog, like I've been reading before, this dog lacks self-control. Dog's impulsive. This dog probably doesn't even like the place he's living in. But these people, the neighbors, have to bend over for this dog lover. This person says, imagine trying to train your whole entire neighborhood instead of your spoiled dog. I once had a horse owner complaining to me that I had poor fencing, That didn't keep his horse out of my yard. He lived 2 houses away. Horse lovers. I mean, I'm joking. Pro tip: when my dogs are being assholes and barking at neighbors for doing normal things in their own yard, I tell my dogs to stop, then I bring them inside. So again, I think not all dog lovers are horrible people. Some are probably very intelligent and great dog owners. But unfortunately, these dog owners did not come to my rescue when I had these experiences with dogs. None of them came to my rescue. None of them came to the children's rescue that sadly had to go because of these dogs. So generally speaking, I know that there are good trainers, but all dogs are still worthless. And if you're a dog owner, that means you're a dog lover, and that's not really a good thing to be. And I can't say the other word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so the comments are a lot. So you can find this article on Cheeseburger. It's CheeseBurger.com, and then you can type in, maybe you can Google it or search entitled woman expects neighbors to stay inside so her untrained dog can run freely. So you can read the rest of the comments. So it's past the hour, and I'm going to stop the video here. And again, there's still a lot more that needs to be discussed. There's still a lot more things regarding these worthless mutts that needs to be discussed. And again, I feel like I know more about dogs than dog owners themselves. You know, because they've been lied to and brainwashed regarding these dogs, thinking the dog can love you. You're supposed to make the dog respect you. That's slavery. That's bullying. That's abuse. You're making a so-called animal, forcing it to respect you. And again, what if the dog just doesn't like you or the environment? Maybe it came from a shelter where it was actually doing fine in, where it loved the shelter. Maybe you play bad music, like this bad rap music of today, and it just finds it very annoying. You like it, so the dog has to listen to it. Tough luck. And we have dog lovers saying, you know, we can learn from dogs. What can we learn from a dog? What exactly can we learn from a dog? I don't know. There's nothing what a dog does or looks like that I want. I'd rather be a cat. I could learn from a cat how to hunt. Cats know how to hunt. You know, I could learn from, a bird how to, work hard. I could learn from the ants how to work hard, how to be dedicated. But a dog, all it does is sit there, you get it, you train it, it gets brainwashed, gets food, it sits there, it eats its own crap, and that's it. Again, I think people get these dogs because they're insecure. They know life, this whole society is garbage, and they think a dog can cover it all up, make them feel happy. But actually, you're just reinforcing this horrible society that we live in. Anyways, I'm going to come back for part 2 later on today. So, this is pretty much episode 1. I'm going to call it just episode Worthless Mutts, episode 1. A lot more that I would love to discuss regarding these mutts. I may have to do a part 3, but who knows. So again, this is the Worthless Mutts. And remember, it's okay to hate dogs.